2016 Volkswagen Jetta 1.4 liter TSI. Like always, I'm going to show you how to change the oil, what you're going to need, and it's going to be as fast as I can make it. I always let the vehicle warm up a little bit. This one here, I let it warm up to about quarter on the gauge. That way there, everything's not too hot and you're not burning yourself with oil. And yeah, it makes the oil flow out a little bit better. Gets everything out of there a little bit quicker. So this is what you need right here. I just got a Fram oil filter, PH3614, and I got Platinum Euro Pennzoil. I know on the caps it says Castrol. It says Castrol on it, but I like Pennzoil. I've been using it for a while now. This is 540. You can use 530, 540. You can go whatever your manual says. Make sure it's approved, as you can see here, A3, B3. So that means it's approved for VWs, and as you can see in the label here too, VW, Audi, whatever. So there's the oil, there's a filter. You're gonna need a 19 wrench for the oil pan drain plug. Then you're gonna need a T20 torque. I'll show you what the torque is for in a minute. But first of all, well, you're gonna need a drain pan too. So let's get the oil plug out first, then I'm gonna remove the plastic shroud. The reason you're gonna remove the plastic shroud is to remove the oil filter, to have access to it. But I wanna drain the oil first and make sure everything drains out while I'm doing the plastic and the oil filter. All right, now that the oil's draining, I'm gonna show you, you have 14 torques. So these torques here, and there's 14 all the way around. This is the side. There's 4 on this side. There's a couple, well, I have one missing here. Take all the ones out of the front, underneath the bumper right here, all the way down through here, and take the 4 out on the other side. All right, once you get all the screws out, you're gonna have your oil filter right here. It's nice and plain sight. I forgot to mention, you're gonna need an oil filter tool to take this off. I don't have one. I'm just gonna power it off with my hands, hopefully. But anyway, so there's your oil filter right in front of the engine. To get that plastic shroud off, all you got to do is get all the bolts out and then pull it back towards the back of the car, because it actually slides into these grooves here. All right, so I put the drain plug back in because I had to move my drain pan over here, because you're going to get oil to come out of there when you take your oil filter off. So next thing's next. You want to take a little bit of oil and put it around this rubber seal. That way there it doesn't stick. I always do it, but now I have that tightened up. The reason why I like Fram oil filters, because it's got this rough stuff on the end of it, and it's nice to have a grip. And these are supposed to be only hand tight. I hand tighten them. Maybe there's some torque specs or something online. Please look that up before you do like I did. You don't want your oil filter falling off and you not realizing that going down the road and you screw your engine or something. But yeah, I tighten them up really tight with my hands. I screwed that one off by hand. Took some force, but I got it off. And same thing, I put that one on by hand. Now, time to put the plastic back on. All right, now that you're ready for oil, get a clean funnel. This one here, there's a block plate in there, so you're just gonna have to hold it. Don't spill any like I just did. This is a 5-liter jug. Not supposed to take the full 5 liters. I think it's like 4.8 or something like that. So I'm gonna get most of this jug in there, and then I'm gonna check the oil level on the dipstick. So I have quite a little bit left in the jug, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this cap back on, the oil cap. I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna start the car and just let it run a little bit, get some oil in the oil filter and everything, and then I'm gonna recheck the oil again in case it needs a little bit more. So I left the car run for about a minute, and I am down some. Still could be some up in the head up here. Just gonna let it settle down and I'm gonna recheck it again. Okay, so on the dipstick, I was right around half on the fill to the fill line on the dipstick. Just put a little bit at a time because you don't want to overfill it. There we go. That's how you change the oil on 2016 1.4 Volkswagen Jetta TSI.